Okay, good morning, everybody. It is Thursday. Today is part 2 of God Offers Comfort to All. 2 Corinthians chapter 1, starting at verse 8. We think you ought to know, dear brothers and sisters, that the trouble we went through in the province of Asia. We think you ought to know, dear brothers, about the trouble we had in the province of Asia. We were crushed and overwhelmed beyond our ability to endure, and we thought we would never live through it. In fact, we expected to die. But as a result, we stopped relying on ourselves and learned to rely only on God, who raises the dead. And he did rescue us from mortal danger, and he will rescue us again. We have placed our confidence in him, and he will continue to rescue us. And you are helping us by praying for us. Then many people will give thanks because God has graciously answered so many prayers for our safety. Now the commentary. Paul does not give details about their hardships in Asia, although his accounts of all 3 missionary journeys record many difficult trials he faced. Acts chapter 13, verse 2 through 14, and Acts chapter 13, verse 2 through chapter 14, verse 28. Chapter 15, verse 40 through chapter 21, verse 17. He does write that they felt that they were going to die and realized that they could do nothing to help themselves. They simply had to rely on God. We often depend on our own skills and abilities when life seems easy, and only turn to God when we feel unable to help ourselves. But as we realize our own powerlessness without him and our need for his constant help in our lives, we come to depend on him more and more. God is our source of power, and we receive his help by keeping in touch with him. With this attitude of dependence, problems will drive us to God rather than from him. Learn how to rely on God daily. Paul requested prayer for himself and his companions as they traveled. Am I still? Oh yeah, okay. Sorry about that. Paul requested prayer for himself and his companion as they traveled to spread God's message. Pray for pastors, teachers, missionaries, and others who are spreading the good news. Satan will challenge anyone making a real difference for God.
That is a very true statement. The closer that you get to spreading God's message, the more you will be attacked by evil forces.
Yeah, very true. We're just sailing along, and you know you're not very close at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really have much else to say about that, other than we keep praying for the religious people around us that are helping us, and look to God for everything, even in the good times. I mean, that's really the key to it. We have a very much a tendency to kind of fade away from God a little bit when times are good. We either don't realize or forget that he's the one that's causing those good times. He's the one blessing you. So give thanks to him when the times are good. And you have to remember that he's not just there as a life preserver. He's there as a constant companion,
right.
To walk with daily, constantly, not just when things get bad, and then forget about all the rest of the time. We have to remember him all the time. Give glory and thanks to him, always in the good times, even in the bad times. Give glory to him, but not just to call only when things are tough.
Pray without ceasing.
Yeah.
That means good, bad, or indifferent.
That's right.
It's without ceasing.
All right. Okay. Hope everybody has a glorious day, and we'll talk to you later.